Welcome back to the channel of Varian. Today we are back, and we were going to talk about some projects that you guys should looking at to buy during this big dip, during this big ETH crash. And you know, a bunch of cryptos have just been flowing completely these past couple days, and there's been tons of fears, so I went to show you guys some projects that honestly didn't really take that big of a dip. And if they did, I think you guys will be looking at these, because once a bull market does come back and once there is more stability, I think the projects can do very well. And on top of that, some of these projects have some really good utilities, so I think these are some great holds for longer term. So let's go ahead and get started. So my goal in this video is to show you guys some projects that you might haven't thought of to go ahead and buy during the dip. Here's some obvious honest, these are not going to be the ones that I'm going to be talking about, but there are some ones that I've been looking at that I have not really been hearing and talk about. So for the first project, I want you guys to go ahead and check out MV3 Access Pads. This project's been around for quite a while now, and they have taken a little bit of a dip from their all-time highs. They've reached about a peak to a floor right now. Since this dip, they've crashed about 50%, so this is something you want you guys to keep your eye on. These guys are known for having such an extremely strong community, and this is more of like a group of people. I really will call it like an alpha group. This is like more of a group of people that are doing crazy things in the space, and I think you guys should just go ahead and check that one out. So for the next project, we have Sneaky's Internet Friends Genesis. This project's reached like a 3/8 floor when it first released, and this was actually a free mint 1000. People got 2 airdrops of these, so 100 of the secondary royalties in the whole meant everything went to charity, even though this was a Now what I want you guys to know is that since this has dipped so much, I think a lot of people are kind of underestimating what they could possibly do with Sneaky actually being the founder of this project. We can go ahead and take a look at his Twitter here. There's just a little bit of info here. Some of the advisors, their team, it's a very stacked team. And then just to go into some other things, they have had tons of partners, some upcoming partners here just able to secure a lot of wireless spots. They're able to make their holders a lot of money, so I think this is something you guys should check out for sure. And obviously, if you guys don't like those white lists, if you guys like to get into, like, I guess you could say groups or alpha groups, I think this is a really good entry. And I think when the market does recover a little bit, these guys can see a little bit of an increase in floor price, and then on top of that, you guys are getting your hands in some pretty good utility here. So definitely check that one out. The next project I want you guys to check out is Origins NFT. This one is founded by Jimpman. A lot of people know who he is, so obviously I'm speaking about Origins because they're an extremely strong community. They've been around for and they're known for just doing crazy stuff in their Discord. They have crazy calls, and they're not really branded around like getting wireless and alpha stuff. They've just held up very well because of the structure that they have in that Discord, and they're really big on like analytics and tools. So if that's something you guys like, go check it out. Their Genesis passes like 7.58, normal passes 2.5. Now one thing I also want to point out is that a few days ago they announced that they did actually do a seed round where they were able to raise $4 million from Miranda Ventures. So pretty crazy. Here we can see some names that I've actually invested: Tropo Pharma, Russ, a couple of other people, My Crypto, and then a couple of other VC companies have also invested. So pretty crazy. And I've always seen what Jumpman is doing. He's doing really good stuff over here. So nice to see they're also hiring tons of people for their data. I want to go over is XStudio Pass by XStudio. This project is basically just a launch pad to get into any project that's made by XStudio. If you guys don't know what XStudio is, let me just show you guys super quick. XStudio is a company that basically launched pads projects into the NFT space. To go over some projects that they've launched padded, they have a Lonely Pop, they have Yoki, and they've also famously have launch pad at 3 landers, so a lot of people want to get into this launch pad pass because they just get the free wireless access for all the projects that they touch. Also to mention, some of the projects that they have touched have not done well whatsoever, just like ugly people, so that's just something to look out for. Then, if you think that the project is super hype, it might not owl, so keep an eye out for that. But I'm just showing you guys this because I know this has reached like 11 or 12 floor in the past, so this is just something to keep your eye out on. So if the market comes back to where it wasn't, if people start following into this, it could obviously see a big increase in floor price. On top of that, you're getting the whitelist, and then when you are done you can just sell it.